Alright, third-party video. Yay. Okay. This really is the, I don't know, the way to save the world. Maybe I'll title it something like that. But, I mean, if you have any kind of vision or any kind of wish to do anything, get anything accomplished, and see anything accomplished in your existence, I think this is it. This is the only way it can happen. It has to happen through the mechanism of reforming the political system. We live on a planet, right? All these countries, all this stuff, and there isn't any real democracy on this planet. There just isn't. Because they all do it this old, stupid way, representing geography and, muting and nullifying, compromising, before you even get to the political arena. For you, they just take you out of the, make you irrelevant, essentially. Make all ideologies that aren't majoritarian ideologies irrelevant. So anyway, the simple fix is the instant runoff voting and getting rid of the geographic bias in legislative elections. Basically creating an everybody wins legislative election. Everybody gets a representative. Gee, how outrageous. They get somebody they voted for to represent them, not somebody they voted against to represent them. Gee. Yeah, you want to just say something cliche like that. Gee doesn't really say it. How ungroovy. What can you say? It's just so anti-human, anti-person, anti-good. Yeah. It certainly isn't democratic. Yeah, that's it. Having the opposite, having something I voted against represent me, that's the opposite of what I think of when I think of democracy. Yeah. So anyway, so the agenda is clear. This is all we need. Just need to get these two little fixes, and then we have a game anyway. We have a fair game. We can make our arguments. We'll have our voice. We'll have our vote. We'll have our piece of power, and it'd be up to us then to make the argument to win in the arena. Most people should be satisfied with that, at least given a shot. Maybe they're going to get crushed. Maybe they're going to get run over in the end anyway. But at least you had a fair shot. And, yeah, that's important. It's everything? I don't know, but it's important. So anyway, so I'm writing notes, doing the procedure I have now where I take notes and I put it in a pile of notes. But no, this is, I have an outline of, the agenda. So I guess the first agenda is some sort of name for this party that will have only this short agenda. Fix the democracy, and then we all go our separate ways. And the idea is you can take all the disaffected, all the people who feel they have been silenced, they have not been fairly represented in pop culture or pop media or pop anything, and that they have a right to have their opinion at least heard, have their counter-argument acknowledged, and yeah, so that's basically it. So it's not a place for the, it's a place for anybody, but I'm just saying, if you feel like you can't you can't, if the ideal for you is not fairness, then it's not the place for you, because yeah, that's the objective. I suppose there could be some secondary objectives regarding corruption, but and accountability in government. But like I said, you're going to have that anyway. I think once you have a representative Congress, most people don't want their representative to be a liar and a cheater. Most people don't. And when they have the right to vote for people who are honest, I think they will. They might be crazy, they might be assholes, they might be racist, they might be all kinds of nutty stuff, but at least they're going to have some kind of integrity. And that's important. So anyway, the first thing is the name. You know, real representation is already kind of taken by physics, which is weird. But that's what we're after. And but some variation, some simple variation on, you know, 1, 2, 3 democracy, or some simple but short name. Got to do that, and then I'll make a website of some kind. And then, you know, money, who knows. But the real game is going to be this exposure thing. I have to do better than 200 views on the video. I don't know exactly how to do that. You know, I will sell nudes. I mean, I don't know, what do I do? Got to get some chicks, I guess, to make ads or something. Maybe the chicks of the internet, the chicks of YouTube. Maybe we can get all the chicks, you know, all the women's, you know, to make little promo clips or something. But obviously I have to get more people on YouTube interested first, I suppose. And then the next step is the next step and all that kind of stuff. But I mean, really, if you're a libertarian, if you're a tree hugger, if you're a practicer of voodoo, whatever your minority interest is, you're a pothead, you know, this is the way to go, pothead. Okay, dumb fucker? Take the bong off your face for a minute and just imagine, oh yeah, I'll have a representative in Congress, dude. He'll be like chilling. Oh, that's right. Maybe I should vote for somebody who doesn't smoke too much. He likes to smoke, but only does it on the weekends. So he can actually think straight and make a decent argument for why drugs should be legal. But anyway, if you want any of that crap, if you want legal shit, if you want rights and all that crap, then you have to do something to make it happen. And the do something is to fix the mechanism that's closing you out, which is the two-party shit system. It's idiotic. So yes, instant runoff voting gets rid of the spoiler effect in presidential elections, and by getting rid of the geographic bias and having real representation in Congress, you got your voice, you got your congressman, and the Congress, generally speaking, will radically change if, you know, people like, you know, go down the list. You know, all, you know, it'll be a very different Congress. It'll have Alex Jones in it. Jack, you know, I'm not going to dig Jack Kevorkian up, but I'll find somebody to replace him that's just as good. But it'll be full of Ralph Nader types and all that kind of stuff, instead of these shyster criminals of the two-party theocracy. You know, it's going to have atheists in it, a whole bunch of them. Yeah, it'd be good stuff. So really, get off your asses and, you know, make a little effort to try to save the world. You know, and yeah, I'll try to do my part. I mean, I have to put together a couple more videos, polish them up a little, make it all understandable, but it really isn't complicated. You vote for who you want to be your representative, and they win. One of them wins. You put like 5 of them on the list, 5 guys you like, and one of them your vote goes to. Yeah, really not that complicated. And you don't have to vote for Romney or Obama. You know, you don't have to vote for an asshole or a jackass. You can vote for something better than that. And like I said, in the presidential elections, the only thing, I mean, yeah, you know, that really is a majority wins kind of battle. But the point is that you can let the winner know you don't like him very much by putting somebody else as your first choice. And so even if he wins, it'll be obvious to everybody that most of the people who voted for him didn't like him very much, would have preferred something else. And that's important too. I mean, the real opinion of the people should be heard. And we can hear it if we just create a mechanism that makes it a microphone for it. All we have to do is stick the microphone in front of the people's face, and then all of a sudden we can hear what they have to say. But we don't have any mechanisms to do that, because the shysters and criminals and crooks, the government employees and the teachers union and the right-wing Christian nuts and the capitalist whore money hoarders have all controlled the system because they've owned the two parties. and told us what they're going to do, instead of us telling them what they're going to do. So anyway, I mean, this is just too easy, too simple, and yet people don't understand. Yeah, I don't know. It's just funny. Anyway, so links below to the other videos. Video number 4 has an explanation of the instant runoff voting thingy with the geographic thing, the representation problem with our current system that represents your geography, not your ideology. Ideology is your philosophy. Yeah, the current system doesn't represent that. It represents where you live. Yeah. What's more important to you, where you live or what you think? I mean, really. It's not a kind. It's a tricky question. You really have a hard time answering it. Alright, anyway. So it's the exposure and networking pop media thing. That's the tricky part because, yeah, I suck at, obviously, human relations. And I really, you know, yeah, I hate it. But obviously you have to do something to network, so people who are into that kind of thing, or like the Twitter and twat and tweet and all that crap, will probably be necessary. I will try to create some tools, maybe internet tools that might make this more interesting. I'm just not, you know, like, I mean, you know, so I mean, I do have this thing that I think is useful. I just don't know. So people, you know, I'm looking for advice in this video, you know. So this is a name I wanted, but it's already taken by a Facebook page, which is really irritating. I mean, it's a good name for the website, and they have a Facebook. It links to a .com that links to a Facebook page. It's fairly annoying. I don't even know if this thing will work on Facebook. Try it. Looks like a no sale. Yep, there it is. Now, why does it take 2 clicks? That's irritating. So I have to fix that. You click twice, it works, and then it continues to work the next time you use it, but I haven't figured out why it does that. But anyway, it does have this little page, you know, where you can edit the description and link and blah, 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 and say if I say add it now, it'll pop it over there. See, and it'll end up on this little boxy thing that you could view on any web page, you know. So we just have a nice link of comments or videos, but I just don't know exactly. I mean, comments would be kind of, is there really any point in linking websites? Is there any really point? I don't know. I just need to do something interactive, but most interaction is pointless and stupid. So anyway, but it has other tools, you know, so I can make these tools a little more interesting. You really screw with the backgrounds. Yeah. I don't know if that's a good screwing. It's kind of a bad screwing, but yeah, you can do that. I think I'll just make a nice black and white thing or something. This is a little excessive. Anyway, so anyway, I do have other things I'm working on as mechanisms for networking. But yeah, I'm just not sure any of it goes anywhere. Networking seems to be a real problem because everything, it's all this credibility thing. It's like even searching for anything. I was searching for something the other night, and it's like all the Google searches were stupid. You know, it's like a solar company. You know, they're moving into all these neighborhoods now. You know, these solar companies, and you know they pay to put these panels on your roof and claim you're going to save money. And what they do is force you to buy your electricity from them as the delivery company, and you pay twice as much for your electricity, and then they buy the electricity your panels make back from you. And you're, you know, in the end, do you make money or do you not make money? And the whole solar efficacy thing, like without subsidies, you know, is this really? I don't know. It seems to me to be marginal, and I saw, anyway, I was just looking for some real data on exactly what you could expect one of these panel arrays to produce in a year versus what you use in a year, and just to get some idea of percentages of your total usage and how much the panels will be augmenting that. And couldn't find it. But anyway, I mean, they say something like 6 to 7 years starts to pay for itself. I don't know. There's no data, so how can I? I don't know. So anyway, that's a whole separate subject. But that's all part of what we should have from our government is helpful statistics and stuff, like the truth. And we can have that, I think. So anyway, I guess that's as far as I've gotten. But anyway, this is something I've started doing this stuff years ago, and it's not a popular subject. I don't know why people don't get it. I mean, all these people who are bitching about shit, and this is the solution, and they're just not getting that. And it's like, how can they not figure out that having a congressman would kick ass? Oh yeah, no, it doesn't matter. How could it not matter? Having a passionate advocate for your position in the Congress, who can do that thing where they get time and they can just talk for hours, and they can call the other assholes crooks and do all kinds of cool stuff. How can you say that doesn't matter? It doesn't make a difference. It's all the difference, jackasses. So anyway, advice, welcome. I mean, I'm not going to care for some of the bullshit if you just got bullshit to say. I mean, really, this isn't that complicated. It's reforming the democracy, making it really representative for a change. It's a substantially huge, gigantic upgrade in our civilization to have a real democracy. And, everybody should be for it who's even a little bit honest. Anyone who's for a fair fight, this is how you make a fair fight. This is how this fixes the game. We've been playing an asshole game, a game that doesn't. It's upside down baseball or something, and this fixes it. It's really simple. So anyway, so till next time. That's it. I'm sorry.